Now, not too long ago, I was out in Long Beach, California, and I visited with Stan Pawlowski. Now, Stan collects Disneyana. He's got a lot of Mickey Mouses. Now, the neat thing about his collection is that it actually began when his coin collection got stolen. Now he's got this great Disneyana collection. Here it is. Take a look at some of these shells that he has on his wall here. There's about 100 up here on the wall, and these are original Disney shells. These are the real McCoy here, and again, they all belong to our super collector of the day, man, Stan Pollock. Thank you, sir, once again, for having us. And you were telling me these shells, these beautiful shells I can't stop looking at, are actually just a few of some that you got.
Right. I actually have many more packed away that I don't have the wall space to put up.
But he's got the wall space for a really interesting one here. Tell me about that one right there, if you would.
Well, this is what they call a full pan background from the Three Little Pigs, which was a gift from Walt Disney to his sister in about 1935 period. It's still in the original studio frame, and I just adore it.
That was a gift to his sister.
Yeah, that was a gift to his sister.
Now, you have a great item that a lot of these you keep packed away because of earthquakes, and it's this one here. That, to me, it looks like a, well, it looks like a nice cappuccino cup there, but it's not, is it?
No, this is a what they called a potty. Walt would give these to friends and relatives when they had a baby, and a blue one would be given for a boy, of course, and a pink one for the girl. And on the little banner that runs around the pot, he would have the baby's name printed with what they called cold paint. And it was just a really unique and scarce item.
So these are some of his very first pieces, and some of these watches go back to about the 30s. Is that right?
Yes, the early 30s, 33 watch, and then the 36 and the 34, 35 period pocket watch.
Look at the condition of these, Claires, and if you see right there, it says $295. Today, they're going for about $1,500.
This is what they call the log-footed Mickey. This supposedly was the very first toy that was produced through the George Borgfeldt Company, and it's actually dated 1930. It has rope arms. It didn't really do very much. He'd move the tail and then make the head go up and down a little bit, and that's about it.
Where do you get some of the pieces? Because some of these pieces, like the shell that we looked at earlier, it took you 12 years to get that one?
Right. It took me 12 years. I had spotted it at an antique show, and I pursued it for many years thereafter until the guy finally committed to selling it to me.
Now, this piece right here is actually really rare, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, it's pretty scarce also. It was done in 1938. It's selling Snow White bread. It's done on canvas, multicolored. It's also advertising the Snow White Jingle Club, showing the book and the membership button that came with it. And I bought it at auction.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. A friend of mine from Florida really liked the piece. And I thought that I was going to get it, and he got his second win, and he kept bidding on it, got it up just a few $100s more, but I wouldn't let him have it, and he still comes out and tries to get it from me all the time.
You seem to really like the older Disney, is that right?
Yes, I primarily like the stuff prior to about 1959.
Again, a really rare piece here.
Yes, that's the Cinderella Coach that was done by the Evan K. Shaw Company back in about 1950. You don't see them ever.
Ever?
Well, I was lucky to find this one because Evan K. Shaw's grandson came into the store, who was the manufacturer of these, and they had located some that were down either in a basement underneath a stairway and asked if I'd be interested in buying everything, which I did. So this was exhibited at the Bowers Museum for Mickey's 50th birthday, which was in 1978.
And where did it come from?
Yeah, this was actually done completely by hand by me. It took me a little over 2 years to do this. I didn't use much machinery on it. It was all done with hand filing and sanding, and I did a lot of it on the beach and had the best tan I ever had in my life.
So if you have a lot of Mickey Mouses in your collection, would that be Mickey Mice? I don't know. You know, the great thing about that collection is that he is quite an artist. As a matter of fact, Stan showed us how piece by piece he made those little items, and it gives you a whole new appreciation for his collection. All right, you want